Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Welcome aboard, I'm JasonOfArgo, and we're here with Kingdom Come Deliverance, a game I've been waiting for quite a while and keeping my eye on, and now it's finally here. It is a historical, realistic, medieval RPG. By all accounts, it's pretty crazy. The combat, the brewing, everything about it is as realistic as you can feasibly make it in a video game without making it not fun anymore. And this looks to be one of the very first really big budget truly medieval RPGs. Like, not just like, oh, well, medieval fantasy like The Witcher or something, but actual medieval grounded history, as you saw in the introduction video. And we are going to dive into the very first hour of this game just to see what it's like, and if it's any good. And if you guys like watching me bumble around as a poor medieval peasant getting his head lopped off by much more experienced opponents, then I will continue this as a series. So, let's go. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV. But now with this... The king's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary, who decided to... Well, okay, I was going to narrate that very dramatically, but apparently that's not going to happen. So yeah, this takes place in Bohemia, a rather lesser well-known medieval kingdom which was part of the Holy Roman Empire. Germanic and Austrian in nature, Southern Germanic. Well, it is uniquely Bohemian, I should say. Silver Skalitz 1403. Wow, this game already looks amazing. I don't know a whole lot about 15th century Bohemia, so I'm not going to be able to remark much upon the historical accuracy of what happens, but sheesh, look at this. It looks impressive, to be sure. So yeah, we actually start out as a peasant in this nice little village, this quaint little town, before we get wrapped up in the intrigue of mighty men and kings. Oh, here they come. There's some king's men. So yeah, the situation of the Holy Roman Empire was always quite crazy. You guys should read up on it. It's a very, very complicated system.
Same to you.
of electors and nobles and kings all squabbling for the title of King of the Romans. A lot of interesting history there, which I have absolutely zero time to go into.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
I guess that's my dear old Mumsy and Popsy. We're probably going to be dead very soon, if stories like this are any indication.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
We're medieval peasants. It's like 5:30 in the morning. That's practically noon for us.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table.
Oh, good.
Wait,
What?
what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Mom.
It's
It's-
a scratch.
Not a phase,
You've been at
Mom.
sword play again, haven't you?
It's who I am.
Better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it.
I identify as a sword.
You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now
Funny-
get up, you rogue.
Back then, scratches could actually be deadly. Not that Henry, the poor peasant man, would know anything about germ theory. Just saying. I'm actually quite excited to be playing this. Ooh, an unexpected visit. Probably from horrible raiders
A
that will
fine
slaughter
state
my
you were
family
this
and burn down my
morning.
house.
What on earth did you get up to last night?
Well, by means of the first two choices in this dialogue, you will select your character's default characteristics. If you're not satisfied, don't worry. All characteristics can be developed without limitations. Okay, so this is just going to give us a bit of a boost. And if I know anything, speech is often very important in this game, or in RPGs rather. I mean, we do want to be able to talk our way out of situations. We don't want to just go wailing on people with swords because the combat in this game pretty hardcore. We want to be able to actually back away from dangerous situations if it comes to that.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And
Nonsense.
it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Mom, really? Nonsense? Like what? Like the fact that we can actually move a couple miles away from our farm and the world won't suddenly end? I was with Bianca. Of course, that's vitality, you know. Matthias was teaching me archery. I don't know what agility does. Vitality obviously is like stamina. Probably health as well. I don't know how amazing that'll be. So, Henry, we've established, is interested in the world. Do we want him to be a horn dog? Do we want him to be an archer? A fleet-footed young lad? Or what does it matter? I mean, he's already got the cut from a sword, so we'll go ahead and say that too.
So I'm learning to sword fight, and what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal. You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How? What's he gonna do? I'm doing nothing wrong, I just wanted to try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
I won't have to deal with any of this once you guys are dead, because that's what always starts out stories like this. I'm hungry, Mom. Where's my breakfast? Have my friends been here?
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Taverns. My friends aren't drunks, Mom. You're misjudging them.
That's unfair.
Really?
It's not like there's anything
So
else to
where
do in
were
the
you
medieval
during
era.
Small hours last night.
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
Aha.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Foreshadowing. Is Paul really angry at me?
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time.
That's definitely
It's looking
foreshadowing.
like such a nice day.
Anyway,
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
okay. Let's go ahead and end the dialogue, and hopefully when we help Dad make the sword, that'll get us into the crafting part of the game, which is apparently pretty brutal, all things considered. You can move around, you can sprint, and there's the stamina bar at the bottom. You see the little yellow thing going down. It recovers, but only when you stop running. You can jump, hit, hit. Mom said the breakfast was on the table. Cheese! Cheese, the staple of medieval peasants everywhere. You actually have an animation for... Emma just snatched that right up there. You can tell this is Bohemia by how Bohemian everybody sounds. Okay, so left to punch. And what's the... Ooh, crouch is C. Whether or not you're seen depends on the light, your posture, and your clothing. The surface you're moving on, and your attire, especially footwear. So N for the codex. Whoa, look at this. Look at how it's all like period art. That's so cool. Character. So this is the these were real guys. Charles IV. Yeah, he was a Holy Roman Emperor of the Luxembourg, second member of the Luxembourg dynasty to become King of Bohemia, and the first to attain title of Holy Roman Emperor. So he was the formerly good emperor who is now dead. And Sigismund is running around causing trouble, being a rabble-rouser. In real life, after the death of Wenceslas, our current king, Sigismund brought to Bohemia 4 unsuccessful crusades against the Hussites. He died soon after signing the Compacts, a set of agreements with the reformers guaranteeing freedom of religious belief. Yeah, Hussites. The Hussite Wars, those are a very interesting thing to read about. You should definitely look into that. But we're here to play the game. So right now, we finally got some fine spring weather, but I still slept late in the morning because I was out celebrating. It was a bit hard getting out of bed in the morning. Go to your father and the sword fighting lesson. Cool. So here is our character screen where we can put on and take off clothes. Can we actually take off clothes? I guess not. Oh, yes, we can. So everything is divided up into different sections. Here's clothing and here's armor, especially headwear over there. Oh, wait. Looks like you can wear a helmet and a coif and a neck chain and head chainmail, offhand, main hand, arrows, bow, ring, spurs, leg plate, boots, hose, chain. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff we can do. How do I put my clothes back on? I don't want to go out there naked. That would be a little bit crazy. Dad already thinks that we're a layabout. How do we eat? With the E button? I guess we're not hungry. We can skip time with tea, but I don't want to do that. I'll go ahead and get... Oh, wait. No, I don't want to go anywhere. Nails for Teresa? Okay, might as well just grab those, as well as bandages and a marigold decoction. I have no idea what that is or what it's useful for, but RPGs, man, you pick up everything and hope that at some point they become useful later on. Let's open up this box of carrots. Why not? Let's go ahead and grab a few carrots. We'll grab 1 carrot. So, tab doesn't actually bring you to the inventory screen from the game. It's I. That's interesting. I don't like that. What is tab for? Is tab for anything else? Tab, lock on opponent. Okay. I guess we'll need that. So, oh, here's some cabbage. Why not? We'll just bring a cabbage. Oh, we should look at our stats if we can. Other food, weapons, cycle tabs, AD, food. Okay, let's go back to our character screen in N. Player, skills. Here we are. We are good at absolutely nothing. I relate to you, Henry. Here's our stats. We have 2 strength and 2 speech, which I don't know what that does. Buffs. How much hunger do we have? Apparently none. We have 100 reputation, and I'm sure we'll learn about all this later on. Charisma, visibility, noise, speed. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and get going. Whoop. Here we are. Good old medieval Bohemia. Whew. Oh man, life is great. I mean, today I woke up and I wasn't covered in my own filth. And we also got... What is these? Tomatoes? Wait a minute, they didn't have tomatoes back then, did they? Where's Dad? Where's dearest Daddy-O? I discovered the grindstone. Dad, I know you make swords, but you don't like me using them. But I've been using them.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Hey, I came, didn't I? Sometimes you need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. You can simply use speech, which is influenced by the reputation you have at that moment with the person you're talking to. In the Middle Age, social status was paramount, so the quality of your attire and how well-groomed you are can make a large difference to how people respond. If you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you, and will be more willing to assign risky tasks to you. That's influenced mainly by your strength and the effect of your weapons and equipment. But also bloodstains. Whoa, so we can run around looking like a crazy murderer, and I'm already out of batteries on my camera, so I'll go ahead and fix that right now. But we should just be able to do this pretty simply because it's just our dear old dad. I had to do something.
Sorry, I had to go and deal with something.
Well, it's no great tragedy. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for...
You know how it is, Dad. All those some things that need doing.
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before.
What a scallywag.
I would tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
My dad is
Not
hardcore.
Quite. The chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one.
Okay, Dad.
Come along now.
Okay, okay, let's go. Let's go. I haven't told you guys exactly how excited I am to play this game because of my love of history. Like, the medieval era is one of my favorite periods in all history to learn about, from the Dark Ages all the way up to the Renaissance. Most quests could be completed in different ways. Eloquence will win friends, an inconspicuous person can avoid trouble, and yada yada yada. Hey, Mr. Person. You having fun there, baling the hay? Watching it disappear to the... Whoa, you look like some kind of ninja, the way you're holding that pitchfork there. He looks like trouble. I better back away before something bad happens. But yeah, I love history. I love learning about history. I love reenacting history like this. I like the Total War series, one of my favorite game series in existence. Hello?
Are you here to buy? Indeed I am, or I'll have nothing to smelt the ore with.
Like, this just makes me happy to just to be wandering around in this medieval village. It's cool.
The one sitting in some godforsaken dungeon, or the one who holds the key to the dungeon?
Hey.
If it's charcoal you want, talk to my hired hound. I've no time now.
Oh yeah, you're gonna go get drunk, obviously. Go ahead, go get sloshed, Havel. I'll swindle you out of more charcoal than you're worth. We could just walk up and grab it if we want to. I don't want to do that. There's an armed guard right over there. But this guy, he looks like I can push him around.
How are you?
How are you? Zog zog. More work. Let's trade. Let me check my basket. Okay, so I can't sell him anything except my clothes off my back. Oh, I gotta go get the money from Kanesh. Gotta go beat that guy up. Right. Ooh, I can't play dice because I don't have any money for anything right now. I'm useless. I'm useless. No wonder my dad hates me. Hey, dude. I'm here to punch you. Give me my money. Where's the goods?
With you, Kanesh. What do you want?
Got me with you, Kanesh. Now where are the drugs? And by drugs, I mean hammers and money.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe.
I've got nothing. Clear
off. Didn't mean to skip that. Come on, dude.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard.
Oh.
Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Really? 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 Okay, I kind of want to see if I can actually go get the bailiff myself. But I imagine the coin... But I imagine the game wants you to solve this yourself. I have high-ish speech, so...
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. No wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that?
Uh-oh.
Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners?
Looks
no?
like he's
Well,
obstinate.
I'll teach you then.
He's a brick wall and we gotta punch him down. Bring it on. Alright. Slash, stab, kick, lock onto opponent, and left shift to unlock. Q raises and holds weapons in defense. This indicator down there shows how much health your opponent has. The more wounded and the slower he'll attack and react. Your icons notify where you're wounded and bleeding. Alright, so this guy's gonna be a bit of an asshole. You can't attack from a grayed out direction. If an opponent's strike hits your armor or you block it, it will cost you stamina. When your stamina is depleted, you won't be able to defend yourself. Alright, let's do this! Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh, okay. Punch him right in the face! Oh. Okay, that didn't quite work. Ooh! Kick him! Oh, that was a miss and a half. I think I hit him. Hey, aren't the guards gonna do something? Ooh, okay. Back off before all our stamina regenerates. Oh! 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 I can see him. I can see him getting more bruised and stuff. That's so cool. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Yes! 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 Football! I gained a level. Yeah, that was...
Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
I'm sure it is. I got Kanesh's keys. Find something worth selling. So he's basically giving me leave to go rob his house now. Henry basically develops his abilities by using them. Once every few level ups, the player can choose a perk. Okay, let's go ahead and pick out a perk. Give me a perk. Where's my perks? Show less. Ah, that just means that I can show more. Well then, where's my perks? I thought I had one. The level of health also determines the maximum level of stamina, so it's always good to heal yourself. You routinely heal yourself with the aid of food and sleep.
You got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this.
I'm sure. So, we basically just wander inside and pick out whatever we want to sell. Oh, I feel kind of bad, but actually no. No, I don't. I don't feel bad at all. Ah, here we go. There. Okay, there's the hammer and the nails. I'll take it all. Thank you very much. It's all mine. All right.
All right, blacksmith boy, you got the better of me.
So
Take what you want, but you haven't
I got it right. That's all I need. How come the marker's still over his house? Maybe I haven't found everything. I gotta say, this is pretty pathetic, even for a serf. I mean, you don't even have a bed, man. At least tidy up a little bit. You got random bits of wood lying all over the place. I mean, I get that it's a wood house, but geez. Now we can finally go and sell this junk off to a trader. Hey, you sell stuff related to what I'm carrying. Let me go ahead and
God be with you.
Okay. Let's talk trade. Give me some money. Sell that. Sell that. I get 2.7. Great. Great. Close the... Let's haggle a bit. I should be able to get some more, right? That's just... This is good quality nails and hammer.
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? Oh, you know, I just beat up a man, and I'll beat you up too. Haggling works both ways, whether you want to buy cheap or sell dear. Select the amount you want to pay, or get W and S and confirm with E. The trader will then respond to your offer. So, your money, original purchase price, trader's last offer, your current offer, your last offer not accepted by the trader. Okay. Come on, can I get a little bit more? Start high.
Deal, then.
Really? Really? Wait, come back. Come on. Come on. Come on, we're all friends here. Why not? I'll talk to you through this post. Can I at least get like 3?
And we'll
What? I just want 0.3 more. Fine, 2.9.
You're flaying me here.
We'll meet in the middle.
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal.
You're really hurting me, man.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Fine, I get 0.1. I get a 10th more. So what else do I gotta go get now?
That's it then.
Let's go ahead and get the charcoal for Daddy-O. But first, Ale's right over here, so we'll talk to our good old buddies, Matthew and Fritz.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope.
God be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you,
So
Matthew.
are such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg.
Deutsch is spouting
Even
shit.
Northern Dukes Albrecht,
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll
are
hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your dear will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Sounds like sedition to me.
Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. Well, what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea.
He has
Deutsch was
a
talking such shit.
wonderful,
It made me think of that
awful
new
idea.
Parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things.
We're finishing Sir Radzick's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
That's true.
So, Hal, are you with us?
We're gonna defend the king's honor by throwing a bunch of crap. This is, sounds like an online argument before online arguments were invented. I'll do it, if only for the novelty of throwing around a bunch of crap.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Go to your friends to Deutsch's house, so we're gonna go throw a bunch of poop. Discuss the plan of attack. Oh, how strategic.
Wait, we have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Why? Well, yeah, why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you put it that way, because you're the clever one, Henry. Me no talk so good. Hi, Deutsch's wife.
What do you want, lad?
Your husband is talking like he's gonna get himself arrested.
I just went by the tavern, and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Well, I probably shouldn't mention also he says something about the Jedi and then about how he was the Senate. It sounds like things are escalating pretty quickly. Alright guys, coast is clear. Go and get revenge on Deutsch. Do we have to touch it with our bare hands? Ugh. Ugh.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Not really clean,
Nearly as
I
good
would
as
say
having
so.
that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah. Wait.
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Uh-oh.
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Haha.
Sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
It's funny because he's German.
I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Oh, nailed him.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Oh, here it comes. It's time for another battle. I love the period music, man. I love everything about this game, even though it's just ridiculously... Oh, gosh, this game is so ridiculous.
Weak at the knees,
I'm weak at the knees. Oh, look at me. You look a little weak in the face. Let me kick ya. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Oh, he's sitting down. He's had enough. All right, let's lock on. Oh no. I hear somebody being all, run from the catch pole.
And we better fucking run too.
Damn.
Wait, but we were winning. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Sometimes you have to get a particular waypoint in a hurry. It's not necessary to cover the whole journey again if you've already been there. Meet the lads at Kanesh's. Alright, cool. Well, we'll literally just follow them all the way there. Oh, you can tackle people if you want. Oh, there's Kanesh's axe. Okay, that's what I was supposed to find? Oh, for Pete's sake. Why did they even give me the... Okay, so now we can collect the debt from Kanesh. After we talk to our friends about the poop slinging that we just did. We have certainly come a long way from monkeys.
That was close. I almost got caught for the damn Deutsch.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
It's a good thing your Hanko warned us.
Well-behaved girl like that. I'm surprised she didn't call the catch pole.
She must have seen Matthias.
What do you mean?
Because he fancies her. And I think maybe she likes the look of him too.
Hey.
Ha! That slaps me on both knees.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
Anyway, so we got 2 quests done in quite a lot of time, actually. This is a long intro, but we're going to keep on going. Because I still have... Let's at least try to wrap up the opening quests, shall we? I know I left Kanesh without a hammer and nails to do anything and anything useful with his life, but hey, that's what you get for being a jerk. Let's go ahead and sell that. And we'll haggle a bit over this, too. Because it's a good axe.
Talk about the price.
It's a big, fine, meaty axe. As long as I get a little bit more than I did before, then I think I'm doing pretty well. Okay, so we have to buy the ale, but let's buy the charcoal first. I know this is quite a lot of loading whenever you talk to somebody. That's a bit of a problem. Anyway, so we need to buy 10 things of charcoal. Bloop. Who are you? Oh, that's the combat tutorial. Not yet. Let me just go and get my other stuff done. Go grab some ale. Hello? Hello?
Certainly. I'll fetch it right away.
Hey, I didn't even...
As you wish.
That's how in sync we are. That's why I want to marry you, Bianca. You literally... Oh, okay. It's like she's psychic. And also hypersensitive. She knew what I was here for before I even spoke to her. Where's she? I'm just standing here. Where are you going? You're not even carrying any ale. All right. Let me just talk to you for a second.
God save Henry.
That must be some really great ale if guys are willing to come and drink it, even though it's so good that it doesn't even have to exist for you to taste it. No wonder Dad wants to know how to brew it. Bianca, talk to me, sweetheart.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
Smooth.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
You do.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
The Deutsch is saying stupid things. That's a real humdinger of an opener. The Deutsch is saying stupid things.
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer, but when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times I had to throw him and the others out so they wouldn't start brawling.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today. I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye.
But of course.
Cool.
Here you are.
Oh, it's not over yet.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Maniac?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
You promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Well, I don't know. The fact that we live in the Middle Ages,
I'll be going now.
where everybody uses swords.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now, what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Oh
Really?
boy.
You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Yeah, I won't smell like poop tonight. That's a bit the most anybody could hope for. The game auto-saves of time to time. If you want to save the game yourself... Shut up, Bianca! I'm reading! You must drink this potion Savior Schnapps. However, this is an alcoholic drink. You always have a maximum of 3. Alright, so now we talk to Vanyek. Get our combat training in. Then I'll feel happy with ending this playthrough.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except...
No mother's happy when her son starts to take it.
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
You know it, except I'm almost out of batteries again, so I'll be right back. So now we're going to learn some actual sword play, which is going to be fun. As soon as this guy's done walking. But you guys have seen how complex the combat system can be. Now, I hope we're going to see how complicated it is. Because this game is all about using close to realistic sword techniques from back in the day. You got to choose the direction, you got to choose from where you'll be attacking, where you'll be defending. It matters where you're hit, where you hit the enemy, how much armor they're wearing, and the kinds of weapons that you're using. I mean, obviously a sword, strangely enough, back in the day, did not actually work all that well, especially against an armored man. You wanted a big old axe or a big old mace to smash people to pieces inside of their own armor. A sword is, it was more of a status thing, and it became more so as time went on. In the thick of battle, especially, it was actually more of a secondary weapon. But that doesn't change it from being a really, really awesome weapon to use. We're going to learn how to do that now.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
All right. Wait. Okay, good. I have a...
Let's start from the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
See, I can shift around and decide. And see his stance? It actually
all right.
affects how he's going to block me.
You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere.
If I do this...
slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Exactly. See, I'm going to try to attack from the same way direction he's blocking, and boom. See? See, but if I go from there... Ooh, let's try and shift direction mid-attack, if we can. No, we cannot. I guess we're not actually going to be able to hit him. At least at the beginning. But you can see how he shifts his stance to match mine. Ah. Stab. 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 Stab.
Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Alright. Chain your attacks. Try to press attack right after your sword hits your opponent.
Good. Once again.
Nice. The window of opportunity is between the strike of the opponent and at the end of the swing. Start a new attack as soon as the previous attack ends. Okay, so that's another one. Nice. This is gonna be really cool to do for real life.
That's enough.
Well, not real life.
I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman.
Alright, so cool. To wrap this up, let's go ahead and get that final quest done. And then we'll be able to, well, wrap this video up. And if you guys liked it, which I know, I'm actually really enjoying myself. This is really cool. This is exactly what I wanted out of a true medieval historical game. Like, oh gosh, it's so good. Everything about this is so good. It looks good, it feels good, it plays good. It actually plays really well. I was worried that the combat would be a lot more complicated and hard to use, but it looks deceptively simple. Can I get in and finish my last quest, please? It's just so good. It's just,
with you.
This is exactly what I wanted.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
It really is. I came for the crossguard.
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard in grip. Father had them in grip.
Oh, shoot. I keep skipping
here.
them.
The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
That's...
See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Careful what you wish for, Henry. But it's actually an authentic medieval game, guys. This is so good. I'm so happy that a game like this has finally been made. Just, and I'm happy to be playing it. It actually works. It's a medieval well, not medieval fan. I mean, it's still kind of fantastical-ish, but it's an RPG set in an actual medieval era that actually works for the most part, at least for now. I don't know how it is later on, but we'll see. I'm so happy, man. This was so worth it.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Yes.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done.
Oh, is this where we learn how to forge?
See what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe?
That's Latin.
Ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry.
It's true.
If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
We got a good dad. That's cool how the game reacted to that, though.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip.
That's really cool how the game reacted to that, actually.
I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
I hope we actually get to do this later on.
Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
That's interesting. So you burn it. Burn it so it fits.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here. And we'll we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa.
I just so happened.
They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
What do you know? It just so happens that I...
Henry, are you alright?
Well, I kind of smell like dung, so yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be getting nails for Teresa?
I already have them. Okay, I gotta talk to Teresa
Here are
instead.
those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Who is this lady
Just
anyway?
wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
Oh,
We
she's
will.
jealous.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way.
Dad?
This is truly
What do you mean?
beautiful.
I'm not loitering. He's yelling at me in the process of finishing the quest. Oh boy.
Fine lass, eh?
A fine lass. You know what I mean?
It's time for the trial by fire.
Oh, we're gonna fight again? I need to finish this video, but I don't want to stop playing. Ooh, nice.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Jeez, where'd you come from?
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let
commoner?
him try it. You still have a lot to learn.
Well,
Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
at least I know where the pointy end is.
Serve him better in life, sir.
I know where the pointy end is.
But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sir.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago.
That keeps coming
I'll
up.
tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
That's true.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world. Meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep
And
going on
beat.
about it.
And beat.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
That guy looks dirty.
Messenger. He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Nothing. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. So who are these guys? They're like the Huns. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of arrows.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Not a lot of time. Not a lot of time.
I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Okay. Sure thing, Dad. Wow, they're just slaughtering everybody.
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside quick! We have to shut the gates! Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah! Get through the gates!
So what are we gonna do? Oh. Uh-oh. This is it. Jeez, that's brutal.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
Oh god, that looks so intimidating. Oh boy. This kicked off with a bang.
Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them! Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Well, thanks. Okay, we're out of here.